Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new, we're Nick and Sarah, and this summer we travelled to Germany to collect a camper van with the hope of importing it into Spain. Unfortunately, things didn't go to plan and we had to take everything out of the van. We basically had to destroy a perfectly good camper van. Join us in today's vlog as Judgment Day is finally here. We packed the van and head up the coast in the attempt to get our home on wheels legal in Spain. Your handbrake on. Do you know where it is? It's in your crutch.
Where?
Right, just it's alright. It's
Where?
alright. It's I can see it in between your legs. Come here. Gosh, it's like a big hornet thing.
Are you gonna get it off?
Oh my goodness. You look at the size of it, right? You take your pants now.
Look at the size of it.
Now, excuse me. Good morning guys, and welcome to San Javier in Murcia. We spent our first night in the Dos Mares commercial Central Park in a big dusty car park. Not the nicest of destinations, but there's lots of other vans here, and we're doing the most basic setup we've ever done in a van. Darling, what do you think of your new home?
To be honest, yeah, it was alright, it was fine, but I think I'm a little bit old for this sort of setup now. Camping with no running water, no nothing, just basically a mattress on the floor. But it was okay, we slept comfortably enough in this dusty kind of bit littery car park. But today is Judgment Day. It's the day that we've been looking forward to and dreading, to find out if we've done enough to get this van legal, and to find out what we still need to do to get it legal, if you like. We're meeting the guy in about half an hour, 40 minutes, and then we're going to go to the inspection centre and they're going to tell us what we need to do.
We basically come with our 2 backpacks, clothes and a few items. We've got our camera gear and not much else.
And also, yeah, we're up early this morning. There's nowhere open to go for a coffee, so we kind of had to have a coffee in the van. But yeah, we're kind of feeling fairly confident about the day ahead.
Yes.
Yes, we are. We have to be confident.
The most confident we've been for a while. The guy we've spoken to was very confident. He knows the people at the test centre, so hopefully there'll be a little bit of leniency to some degree.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're heading off very soon, so we need to pack up this van, put all our stuff in one corner to make it look like
we're not. Yeah, I mean, you can't just go get the van inspected looking like this, so we'll pack everything up and then go to the office. We've just met David here, our contact, the guy, and we are on our way to the test centre right away and find out what they say. So nervous. How are you feeling?
Well, he seems very confident, very friendly guy. We've given him the paperwork. He said that looks okay. We discussed the tow bar. He seems to think that can come off fairly easily. He's like, well, if they have to take the skylights off and the tow bar, we can just do that at the garage next door and then take it back in and, you know, then pass, get the certificate. Makes it sound very easy. We're not so confident, but we'll see how we go. I don't think we're going to film too much because I don't want to jinx it in there. Yeah, fingers crossed.
So Nick is in there now, getting our appointment. The babies, as always, are pretty relaxed about the whole situation. Feeling confident, boys? I'm just so nervous. I'm just sat here trying to not think about it. Come on.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, campers. Cheers.
Cheers. I haven't got my coffee in my hand, so you have to trust me, I've got one down there. Anyway, what a crazy 24 hours. Or
Insane.
48.
48 hours.
Week, 2 weeks, a week, a month, 2 months.
What a crazy 3 months. No, basically it has been a mad couple of days. Yesterday was just hectic. The day before was the journey up here, which was just as hectic because we drove all day. Actually, it was like an 8-hour journey with a stop off for lunch and whatnot. I mean, it was fairly uneventful, the drive. It was nice driving in Velton. Oh, apart from the old hornet in the crutch incident.
You never want a hornet in the crutch, do you, when you're driving along mountain roads?
And it was huge. But anyway, apart from that, it was a great drive up here. We got all the way up to San Javier in the day, and we parked up close by, so that was all good.
Leading up to that though, yeah, where we left you in the last vlog, we still needed to do a few jobs on the van to get him prepped, ready to come up here and get legal. Those jobs were making the floor look a bit tidier and getting that dreaded bulkhead in.
Nick did a very good job of the bulkhead by using a drill and an axe. But, you know, not the correct tools for the correct job, but it worked totally fine. And yeah, and the bulkhead fitted in like a glove.
Looking good, look at that.
Thanks.
Wow, look at that, nice.
So that was all good, and yeah, as Nick just mentioned, tidying up the tiles because we wanted to make the floor look as good as possible. We thought we'd have to take it out anyway, but we thought if it make it look nice, maybe, you know, they'd be a little bit more lenient. We've got a few tiles down, so we've just stuffed some extra insulation on, and then we're going to go all the way along with tiles.
So anyway, you're all probably dying to know what happened yesterday. How did we get on at the test centre? You gonna tell them, darling?
I think you should tell them.
Now, there's a number of things we're worried about before going into the test centre. The first one, before we started any of the examination, was the paperwork. So that was the first concern. We went into there, David was speaking to them, they were asking to see both documents, and then that seemed to all go through okay.
So that was the first hurdle.
That was the first hurdle.
Jumped. Yes.
And then regarding the van, now we were 99% sure we'd have to take the tow bar off. The Skylight and the Max van, we were pretty sure we'd have to take those off. We were worried about the floor. They noticed the floor and asked us to remove that. And
I
also,
thought we'd have to take the floor off as well. I was quite sure about that.
I was hoping our little tidy up job would work, but that was a concern. And of course the insulation, the visible insulation on the roof and then behind all these panels. And of course, and another big concern was the Webasto. Now the Webasto we think was factory built into the van, but that was a worry that, you know,
we'd have to take that out because obviously that goes through the engine type thing, and it's like fitted into the diesel tank directly from the diesel tank. So we were thinking, oh, would we have to get a proper engineer to take one of those out? You know, it's quite a lot different to our like little Chinese diesel heater that we've got in Vinster, for example.
So we went through, and mechanically the van was fine,
as we thought it would be.
And then we went through and everything was all right apart from the tow bar.
We were in shock. We were like, what? Obviously this was just fantastic news. Brilliant. Not what we expected at all. You know, like we just expected several of those other things at least. And they literally just said you can't put it through with that tow bar on. The reason for the tow bar not being allowed is because it has an identity tag that's missing. if it had the identity tag on it, there's a chance that we could have got through with the tow bar on as well. And it just passed, and apart from the tow bar. We were just kind of in shock. I mean,
still in shock now.
Yeah, so it was just such really good news, such a relief. And then as that happened, we didn't really accept it because it was like too good to be true at first. So we thought we'll just wait. We haven't got the paperwork properly yet. We'll just see how things go.
And then the tow bar, obviously. So another concern with the tow bar was people have said in comments that to remove the tow bar, they remove like the crossbar or something at the back of the van. So if we remove the tow bar, we're going to have to replace the whole kind of back of the van. So first call, David said, let's go to he's got a couple of mechanics next to his office. So we went round to one mechanic and he thought, well, let's just see if we can remove the actual sort of bulb that trailers and whatever fit to. Let's see if we can just remove that and see if they'll be happy with that. Now bear in mind it has been up in Sweden and Germany, this van, so there was a fair bit of rust on that back barn around that area. So
the bolts were very, very rusted on. It was quite tricky to get it off, but they managed to get the actual front part of the bull bar, the tow bar off, if you like. So we thought, well, let's go back and try that, because the other bolts were very rusted indeed, the more the side bolts. So anyway, we went back to the test centre and they said, unfortunately, no, you need to take it all off, because the two side bits were quite visible from the back of the van, if you like under the bumper.
Almost protruding out kind of thing.
So we had to remove the whole lot. So we went back to the mechanic. We went to another mechanic because the first guy said, oh, they're just too rusted on, I'm not going to be able to get those off. Went to another mechanic.
These guys are heroes. We'll just put a plaster on that thing there, just ignore that. Look at that. Slimline Velton. Some more weight gone off him. But what the issue was, a couple of the bolts were really rusted on, so they had the impact wrench which got those all off. But then one of the bolts which held the bumper, the actual metal bar on, one of them which was welded to the van had sort of
snapped
broken, so they're using the impact wrench to try and get to it from the bottom, but it was just sort of spinning round. So what they had to do, to cut into the van, sort of peel back a little bit of metal so they could get a spanner in to hold the other side and then use the impact wrench, and then it came out. So it didn't look pretty, but then obviously the crossover, the bar goes back on and completely hides it.
And we didn't have to remove or replace the big bar as some people suggested. And then we took it back down to the test centre afterwards. It was almost dark. I think it was like 7 o'clock, was it, or something by then? So this had been a whole day's process to and from and things. And then we got the papers, we passed, and it's all good.
Nothing should go wrong now. We've been to the ITU, the test centre, they've done all the inspection, they've given us the papers. Went to see David this morning, we took all the paperwork to him, and he's hopefully going to take care of everything else. He's going to you have to pay the road tax, you have to pay import tax, various fees and stuff.
I think we mentioned this before. Lots of people suggested, well, why are you using someone to help you? The reason is because there is a lot of to and fro-in. You have to go to various offices to pay your taxes, to go to the Traffico, to do this process as well, and it is just quite a lot of hassle. Anything to do with paperwork and admin type stuff is fairly difficult in Spain. They use things called historias here, which is like an accountant type
people
thing.
That just sort out administrative work,
not just for like expats and things, but for Spanish people use them as well. It's just a much easier process, and this is why we chose to come up here and use David's services, because it's just made the process, a stressful process for us, just so much easier. Whereas he's going to sort everything out for us, and we literally just wait for our plates now and the paperwork to be done.
I mean, David's been awesome. He's made us feel relaxed the whole time. Obviously, we were very nervous. So he's been brilliant. And then the mechanics round the corner who managed to get the tow bar off, they were brilliant. So thanks to Stuart and Diego, I think. I don't know whether I caught his name. But thanks to those guys. And now We just simply wait. I mean, David said we could have the paper
and the plates in a couple of days. It's just crazy. We can just chill out now in our little humble abode, in our little very basic setup, and just feels nice. It's a really good feeling. We just feel so happy that it's been this straightforward, and this like last sort of month of stress and sort of hard work and heartbreak of taking all of this van apart, it seems like it's like worth it now, and we can like look forward to the exciting stuff of making this van like into a really special home for us and the doggies. And we can enjoy some travel again. I woke up this morning thinking, I like this back to basic thing, sleeping on the air mattress type feeling. It's
a bit
good.
more organised now as well. We've kind of got our lounge area with these camping chairs, the bed sort of switched round to go across the van.
We bought a bucket. You're thinking for obvious reasons. No, we've been using the shopping centre for that. We bought a bucket, so you can wash your hands and just do a bit of washing up and things like that. And very, very basic, but it's all right, isn't
Boys
it?
are loving it as well. As soon as you get the pump up the inflatable bed, which we can leave down now, obviously we have to take it out for the test, but they get so excited, rolling around on it, just settled sleeping over there now.
They're really happy, and so we're just really, really happy, aren't we? It's just such good news.
We're going to hang around in this little dusty car park for the day. I think we've got to get on with some work. We've got emails to do and videos to edit and all that sort of jazz.
Check out our offices. Nick's little office here. My little office here. I mean, it works. A little bit uncomfortable in your butt on the floor, but it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good.
So we're going to hang around here because even though it's not the nicest of park ups, it's very convenient. You've got all the shops here.
Oh, sneezy pops. You alright, dears?
Dusty car parks. You don't like them, does he?
Even though it's a dusty car park, it's quite a good car park. As we've got this really basic van at the moment and no loo, it's really good to have clean toilets just walking distance away. So having the supermarket there is fantastic. Oh, and they've got Wi-Fi, which is really cool. And talking about Wi-Fi, that leads us on to today's sponsor of the video. What do you need when you're using public Wi-Fi?
Have a little think about it. Give you a couple of minutes to think. Answer in a postcard, send it to us. Jokes. Of course, it's one of our faves. It's our longest sponsor of this channel. It's NordVPN. Now, if you haven't heard of Nord, you're probably new to the channel, so welcome. NordVPN is the best VPN on the market. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. The main reason to get a VPN is to add an extra layer of security to your device when you're accessing the internet, especially when you're using public Wi-Fi's. What it does is it hides your IP address or allows you to choose an IP address from anywhere in the world. This helps prevent hackers and snoopers from accessing your information and stealing your data.
So easy to use. Check this out. You just click on NordVPN, go to the server you want to go to. Let's go to Manchester in the UK. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Another reason to get a VPN is to extend your viewing capabilities.
Christmas is coming.
Yes.
And we like to watch a bit of UK TV at Christmas because there's all the good stuff on. So we can just use NordVPN, connect to a UK server, and then we can watch all of our favourite Christmas UK shows.
That's the reason we have it, obviously.
So if you're interested in signing up to NordVPN, click the link in our description. As usual, they're offering a fantastic deal on a 2-year plan. Use our link in the description. Don't delay. Sign up for NordVPN today.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Think Sarah's had one too many coffees. Anyway.
He keeps making really, really strong ones, but they're so good.
Anyway, that being said, we need to get on with some work. So we'll, get on with some work. The work done for the day.
Now you may think it's a bit gross, but this is the toothbrush spit cup. This is a great little hack because obviously we don't have a grey water tank at the moment, so you can clean your teeth and do a good aim and put it in one of these little chewing gum tubs. Then you can put the lid on, you can put that in your pocket and you can take it to the supermarket, bathrooms, next time you go, and then you can empty it and wash it out, and then you're ready for your next cleaning teeth session. I should patent that, shouldn't I?
You should do.
Yeah.
Maybe stick stickers on it and sell them.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Explorer sticker there. Explorer spit cup.
Anyway guys, yeah, we were going to go to the coast. We were going to show you somewhere really nice, go to the coast, park up on a beach, but the day just ran away with us.
Yeah, it gets dark early, doesn't it? You know, we've been on our laptops and all of a sudden it's like, oh, and there's no point in us going to the coast and seeing new things in the dark. So we're going to do all of that tomorrow, and we're going to go and get some supplies now and settle down for the evening, and then we'll pick you lovely lot up tomorrow and show you somewhere nice. We haven't explored at all around here.
No.
We've never been here before, so we'll see what it's like down there tomorrow.
So yeah, catch you in the morning guys. Charlie, give him 5. Come on. He's not doing it now the camera's on. He never does it in front of the camera. Give him 5, Charlie. Yeah, give him 5. And down below, yeah, good boy. Give me 10. Ah!
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the Van of Dreams.
Oh.
Excuse the mess. Actually, we've just had a bit of a tidy up. It was right messy a little bit earlier on, but yeah, we are desperately in need of leaving this dusty car park and getting to the coast. We've had quite a lot of work to catch up on again this morning on our laptops, but we are ready to go off and have a little explore now, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Ready to go to the beach, boys?
Beach, yes, we all want to go to the beach. We are desperate to go to the beach. Find somewhere nice to chill out for a bit and hopefully park up somewhere a bit nicer. Right, do you want to use the supermarket toilets one last time before we go?
Here she comes.
Could be the last decent loo that I might see for a while, you know. Alright, let's go to the beach. So we've driven to a place called La Manga, is that right?
I believe so, yes.
Which is like basically a very thin strip that goes kind of, you know, right out to sea. And it's full of high rises and a place that you would think would be really busy, but there's like no one here. It's empty. Like most of the restaurants and sort of bars and things look closed. I mean, it's out of season obviously, but you would just think that people live here, not just like tourists. That's what we kind of get on first appearance anyway. It's quite crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy. A narrow little sandbar that stretches out 22 kilometres or something like that. So it creates a nice little sheltered bay. Got beaches either side, but yeah, you can't really see anything. It's just high rises and big villas, so you don't know what's out there. Well, that didn't turn out how we planned. We've just driven the entire length of the strip, and we were kind of searching for a restaurant because I'm starving. Thought we'd have a nice sort of seafood platter on the beach or something, but literally there's a handful of restaurants open and they're on the main road. It's crazy. It must be a proper summer destination. There's so many hotels, so many high rises all along this like 20+ kilometre strip. What we should have done probably is gone for some food first and then driven somewhere a little bit more wild, but oh well. Well, you must have some food in the van, so we're gonna have a little snack and then head off and find somewhere a little bit nicer to park up before it gets dark.
I can't do it. Can you open those? We've got a couple of bread rolls. We've got a few tomatoes. We've got some nuts. We've got a big jar of olives if we can get them open. And we're just going to have a snack here as we've driven all the way to the end of the sandbar, and we're just going to have a snack and then drive back and see if we can find somewhere. Otherwise we'll have to find a supermarket and grab some more things. These look quite nice, some little seeded rolls. We've got olive oil, we've got a small bag of rocket, so it might not be that bad, this little snack that we're about to have.
Actually, this is quite nice, isn't it? Look, sea view. We're at the Molinos Salaneros. Little tower there, an old tower. View of the sky rises. Yeah, to be honest, what a crazy journey we've been through with the whole van thing, bringing it down, not knowing, unpacking it, unbuilding it, all that, and then the stress of not knowing whether we'd sort out and get it legal. Then all that's done now, and I'm exhausted, you know.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted, so I'm not really feeling the go off exploring travelling vibe, because everything is like just on the floor. So yeah, all we need is a couple of storage boxes either side, one either side, the bed raised up.
Yeah,
and I'll be happy to go away.
We could do like a really, really sort of quick, basic setup. Not as basic as this though, do you know what I mean? A bit better than this. And then I think that would be, you know, quite comfortable, really.
I think that's what we'll be doing for this year.
Definitely. So anyway, better open these olives. Why do they make them so difficult to open? What about all the old ladies out there, all old men who fancy a nice little aceitunas? I always say that. How do older people open these jars? Because there's no way I can even open that. I mean, I'm getting a little bit older, but.
Oh, gentle, smooth.
What's now then?
Alright, now back to our lovely park up.
Not the Dos Mares car park.
Dos Mares. No, we need to go to the supermarket. There's no supermarkets down here as well.
There is supermarkets. And there is restaurants, and there is lots of things down here, but it's sort of a lot of them are closed this time of year. But I did see a Mercadona on the way back, but I'm not sure where. I don't even know if it was open. In fact, there was a Burger King. There was a Burger King, and the Burger King was closed. And I said to Nick, if the Burger King's closed, then we've got no chance of getting anywhere that's open. But anyway, yeah, we're going to drive back now and sort of try and find something to eat, try and find somewhere to park up before it gets dark. That's the plan.
Driving back where?
Back along the little narrow splitty sun bar thing.
Splitty bar.
Back along, is the whole thing called La Manga?
Possibly. I haven't done my research, have I?
We haven't done our research, guys.
We thought we'd be taking out skylights, Max fans and all sorts. We thought we'd be stressed up to the eyeballs, hating things, but...
Yeah, we just didn't expect this whole trip up here to go down the way it has. I mean, it's obviously brilliant news, but we just, yeah. Here we are.
State of shock, so I think it'll take a few days just to get used to not stressing about whether this van's going to get legal, and then
because that's all we've done for the last couple of months. That's all that's been on our mind, unloading this van and getting stressed about whether we're going to get legal or not. And now we're legal.
We don't know what to do.
Waiting for the paperwork. We ain't got a clue what we're doing.
Beautiful sunset.
And what are we doing now?
We had a change of heart, didn't we? We thought we'd leave the sandbar. It's getting dark, so we couldn't find anywhere nice away from the built-upness. So we've decided to get a bit of inspiration. We're going back to the shops, and we're going to do some hunting for materials to start the van build, because early in the new year we are starting the van build, and it's going to be the quickest van build ever.
Early in the new year?
Yeah.
What are we going to do the whole of December?
Go away in the van. Go away, have little trips away, and enjoy Christmas, and just relax a little bit. Enjoy the festivities, and then in the new year, crack on with the van build.
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
Good morning, guys, and we had another peaceful night's sleep in our favourite dusty car park in Mercia.
We ended up back at the shopping centre. We ended up back at the shopping centre car park, and that's because we went shopping. I think we mentioned last night. We went to the hardware store just to get some ideas and get all excited about the van, and then we ended up spending the night, quite a few hours last night, just chatting about the van and the build and how we're going to sort of do things, or how we're sort of planning on doing things and stuff.
It's nice now the van's going to be ours to go around the shops and get ideas about storage and flooring and wall.
Obviously we've got all of the
thing.
old furniture, but we are changing things up quite a bit. We want to make the build a lot lighter for a start. Oh, we've got so many ideas, guys.
Loads
we
of
really
ideas.
Have, and it feels so lovely to be able to start thinking about that now, rather than start thinking about, you know, getting it legal. Now we've passed this massive milestone. Hurdle. It's just really good, isn't it? So
we were thinking we were going to do some travelling possibly, but we're just not kitted out, as we may have mentioned. Everything's just on the floor.
Literally,
it's
on
a
the
little
floor.
bit of a mess in here. It's not ideal. We've got no cooking facilities, no nada, nothing.
We need to go back and do like a basic setup, but not as basic as this, so we can do some trips away in this, you know, in the future from now on, basically, because we're not, So that's the sort of plan for the immediate thing, and then we'll see how we go. So we're just actually jumping on to say thanks everyone so much for watching and putting up with us over the last month of this sort of quite stressful time. But it's all been worth it. We're so happy now, and more positive and happy vlogs to come, I think. Definitely.
The rebuild is going to be so much more fun than the unbuild.
Yeah, definitely. So thanks so much for watching, and we will end the vlog now, and we'll see you next Thursday, same time, for another vlog.
Okay, guys, make sure you subscribe. It's free and easy to do, and you won't miss a thing if you hit that little notification bell. Follow us on all our socials,
and we'll see you all next Thursday.
Take care, guys. See you next week.
I just want to say that we think we've got the sweetest little doggy in the whole world. Might be slightly biased. I'm sure your little doggies at home are very, very sweet too.
But not as sweet as Charlie.
Not as sweet as Charlie Bear. Oh, and Dizzy. And little Diz. Oh, and little Diz.